time. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Silent and profiling. Woo, woo, it's live and in color. Woo! 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 Slow down.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am your host, Tommy. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up. And yes, the Buffalo Bills are in the motherfucking playoffs. So I got one thing to say.
One more for the good guys.
That is right. One more for the motherfucking good guys. Thomas coming in early with the Debbie Downer thing. Says, I am Debbie Downer. This team ain't got it this year. I'm going to get into it, man. See, I disagree with you there. Thomas, Chiefs, I don't know what you mean by bang. Titans, Colts, Raiders, all better. No, Raiders aren't better, bro. Chiefs, we beat the Chiefs this year. Titans, we should have beaten the Titans. So I disagree with you. I do. Today was not a pretty game, but it wasn't a pretty atmosphere, right? It wasn't the environment sucked. Let's be real. I keep saying that's why I would much prefer us playing in a dome. It's just very tough for offenses to do much in this kind of weather. I dare you to bring the Titans, the Colts, the Raiders, even the Chiefs in this environment and see if they light it up on offense. They're not. I'm just being real. Now that doesn't say, I'm not saying we didn't do things today that made me like pissed off and like, scratching my head like what the fuck is going on here. But nah, man. I disagree there. Jack is happy. Woo! Me too, brother. Let's see here. Dallas, what's up, Tommy? That was very ugly. Yeah, no doubt. But that's why I said, listen, I don't mind being on the road when it comes to the playoffs. We'll have one game at home. If we win the East, more than likely one game at home, and then we'll be on the road, which is cool. I'm cool with on the road because, man, playing in that type of environment, my God, the defense has to be on point, and the offense can't make mistakes, which we did today, and I'm going to get into it. And that's partially on Brian Dable, guys. Let's see here. Thomas, once we play in the dome, our defense will get torched. No, not necessarily, bro. Our defense has actually played very well. Think about it. The games that we played on the road, name one game this season, except for the Tampa game, which, by the way, the second half of the Tampa game, we only allowed 3 points. But other than that, all year, especially on the road, our defense has done their job every single time, right? We blanked the Dolphins, correct? Now, the Dolphins aren't anything special, but that was on the road. The Saints, we took care of business on the road in a dome, right? Even though the Saints have a sucky offense, I get it. The Kansas City Chiefs was on the road, and we did our job. The Titans game, yeah, I guess we can maybe say the Titans game. They Derrick Henry showed up and wore that defense down a little bit, but the offense had a chance, and the offense messed up. We should have won that game. So I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with all that. Bullseye coming in. Jets played an awesome game against Brady. Now the Jets fans will be like, fear us. Yeah, right. It's not going to happen, bro. Did you guys see Antonio Brown? By the way, he is no longer a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but it just came out that Bruce Arians said right after the game they have cut Antonio Brown. He is done. He is no longer on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Guys, it was only a matter of time for that to happen, for Antonio Brown to lose his mind again. He's a ticking time bomb. Everybody knows this. This was no surprise. That's why I was shocked when Brandon Beane actually was trying to make a move for Antonio Brown to begin with. That would have been a disaster, a total disaster. So, yes, Antonio Brown is done. And I doubt that another football team will give him another chance. I mean, my God, he played for the greatest quarterback of all time, right? On a good team, a Super Bowl winning team, and you're going to pull that shit. that don't fly, bro. Most coaches, most teams won't want that in the locker room, bro. So he is gone, guys. He's gone. Let's see here. I'm trying to get to all your guys' chats. I'm sorry. Slinky, yeah, glad to hear it, buddy. Bills win and the Dolphins lose. Yes, bro. What'd I say? If you guys came on the AFC Shakedown yesterday, what'd I tell you guys? I said the Titans would win. I think I said 26-16. They whooped them up. I think they only gave up 3 points. I got to go to all the scores in a minute. But I told you guys, I don't trust the Dolphins offense. This whole run they've been doing is because of the Dolphins defense has been playing very good. But Tennessee, even without Derrick Henry, have been playing pretty well and winning games. So they proved my point today. Dolphins had no offense, and they shut them down. Let's see here. I'm trying to get to everybody. I'm sorry. Yes, we don't need a man-child on our team. Yeah, bro. Thank God. Hey, guys, everything happens for a reason. Thank God that trade didn't go through. Thank God. Because that could have set us back. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, just that. Let's just say thank God on that, man, because that would have been a total disaster. Let's see here if I'm missing any comments. I'm just trying to take a look. Okay, no. So let's get right into the game, guys. I'm going to get into, first of all, we won 29-15. Guys, listen, it wasn't pretty. And like I said, the environment wasn't pretty, right? Like this was a score that, yeah, I called it 34-6 was my prediction. Okay, so I was kind of close. I mean, it wasn't that far off. I said the weather would be a factor, and it was. So here's what I'm saying. If I knew the weather was going to be a factor, why the fuck is Brian Daboll continuing to have Josh Allen go pass heavy in god-awful environments in Buffalo? Snowing, windy. I'm not saying don't pass at all. But my God, Motor Singletary has been running very good as of late. And really, he's not a bad running back. I keep telling you guys that. If you run him to the outside, get him some good blocks. He's not that bad. He's really not. Do we need another running back in the future? Sure. But right now, Motor can do the job, bro. You just got to give him a chance. You can't give him 6 carries, 4 carries, 3. And this is a perfect game for Motor Singletary to get going. And we needed him to get going. And the run game needed to get going. Because we had to, because of the environment, right? And what do? We go pass heavy right away out the gate. That's Brian Daboll. And he's from Buffalo. Like, what are you doing, bro? It's so frustrating at times, man. Look what happened in the second half. We're down, 15-14 going into the third quarter. And Brian Daboll finally decides that he's going to run the ball in the third quarter. Right? Finally. Man, my camera just, I don't know what happened here, guys. Hold on. My camera totally flaked out on me. Hold on, guys. Oh, there, I'm back. All right. So what does he do? Third quarter, he changes it around, right? What happens? We go on a nice long drive, right? And score a touchdown. Actually, no, I take that back. He goes to passing right away. I take that back. Right out the gate, passing right away, Josh Allen, tip ball, interception. Three possessions in a row, interceptions, right? We're getting too cute in the red zone. What are you doing there? I don't understand. That's all on Brian Daboll, guys. So listen, final stats. Josh Allen did not have a good game passing, but he shouldn't have had a good game passing. This is a tough place to play in December and January. Everybody knows that. It's no secret, guys. So Josh Allen throws it for, by the way, you guys want to hear something funny? First half, Josh Allen throws the ball 20 times. The second half, 6. He finished the game 11 of 26 for 120 yards, 3 interceptions, no passing touchdown. Quarterback rating of 17. Yikes. But it should have never came down to that, guys. Should have never came down to that. Devin Singletary, 23 carries, 110 yards, 4.8 average, almost 5 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 15 carries, 81 yards, 5.4 with 2 rushing touchdowns. That's all you had to do. All you had to do was run the game. I don't even mind if Josh Allen runs the ball. Like, he was running it fine. Fine. Okay. Mix it in. But Brian Daboll came out pass heavy, once again, in an environment where you should be controlling the clock, running the ball. This was not the kind of game that Josh Allen is going to get hot, right? This is the kind of game where wide receivers are going to drop the ball because Josh Allen throws rocket missiles out there. They're not easy to catch on a nice day. So imagine windy, snowing, the ball slippery, and you got Josh Allen there throwing 20 times in the first half. What are you doing? Oh my God, it's just it's frustrating, guys. If Allen gets hurt, his team has zero. Zero. I agree. I totally agree. Thomas, Diggs was wide open. Allen threw a rifle for no reason. Yes, I was saying that to Mikey. Mikey kind of disagrees on me. He says, hey, if it's there, you got to catch it. I understand his philosophy. I get it. But one thing about Allen is he needs to learn how to put some touch on his passes. Not every pass needs to be a rocket missile when the guy's standing right in front of you, 4 yards. I mean, literally, right? He could just toss. It's right there. You don't need to throw the ball 100 miles per hour. There was one he did to Devin Singletary. I swear to God, Singletary was maybe 4 or 5 yards, maybe. And he threw that thing like a rocket. And it went right through his hands. There's no need. There was nobody even around Singletary. All you had to do was nice little touch pass. No big deal. And Motor would have picked up easily another 4 or 5 yards. First down, no problem. So he has to get better at his touch passes. Like, you cannot wing the ball like that. I get throwing rockets like when you're trying to throw 8-yard pass, 10-yard. You know what I mean? I get it. You're trying to fight through the wind. But there's no reason to throw a rifle rocket pass when the guy's 3-4 yards in front of you. Wide open. Like, Allen, you got to slow down, buddy. Settle down. Thomas, anyway, in my opinion, special team is below average. Stevenson did play bad today. I will admit. He had one decent kick return, and he kind of muffed the ball in the beginning. He's not terrible, though. He's a rookie, and he needs to really start to adjust to the NFL. And punt returns, bro, they're not easy. Guys are on you quick. You cannot make a mistake. And yeah, that was huge. That fumble. But it's just something he's going to have to learn. I mean, if not, we'll get a new kick return guy. It's not end the world, bro. He didn't cost us the game. It could have, but it didn't. But right now, bro, honestly, I wouldn't trust anyone else really. Maybe a punt returns, you could put Micah Hyde back there, but I don't want Micah Hyde getting hurt, man, at the same time. So I like McKenzie's role on offense more than risking him on a punt return as well. It's not like McKenzie's been solid with hands either. Let's see here. Hey, Tommy, go Bills. Yeah, man. Nathan. Hey, win's a win, though. At the end of the day, guys, a win's a win. I'll take it. It wasn't pretty, though. So let me go through the rest of the stats. So running, great. We had our best running game today. 233 total yards. Up. By the way, Zach Moss did pretty good, too. 5 carries, 39 yards. He had a good game, I got to admit. But Singletary, 23 carries. I like that. He should have had more. If they would have ran Singletary in the beginning, got him going a little early, I don't think Allen would have been so under pressure, so much pressure. Because all the Falcons did was when we went up, I think we were up 14 at one point in the beginning there. All they did was start and put pressure on Allen. And Allen started forcing the ball, making mistakes, when all we had to do was start running the ball, mixing it up. They didn't think we were going to run it once again. And it's like, I don't understand what Dable's thinking. I just don't get it sometimes. It's frustrating, guys. Jack, as that didn't happen. Also, Beasley called a pass early and then nothing most of the game. Yeah, Beasley was kind of quiet. Knox was quiet today as well. Like, I thought they should have got Knox going. I thought Dable should have called more passes, like shorter passes for Allen, meaning, some hooks, some 4-yard outs, some 5 yards out. Get Dawson Knox in a curl. Get Cole Beasley on a slant. You don't need to go deep every play. I felt like we were like pushing the ball way too much downfield at times when they weren't necessary. You didn't need to do that. Last week, when we played the Patriots, when we were throwing the ball to Singletary on a 4-yard pass, 5-yard pass, right? Getting the ball quick out of Josh Allen's hand. That's what I wanted to see in this game. There's no reason to go deep on some of these plays. They were just unnecessary. Goal line, we shouldn't be passing at the 1-yard line, stuff like that. It's like stupid. Now, yeah, we got in on the next play, but I mean, it's like, why are we passing there? Like, you can't be passing at the 1-yard line. Makes no sense. I don't know. I just, some of the play calls, they drive me crazy, bro. Anyways, so back to the offense. Stephon Diggs, 5 receptions, 52 yards, average 10.4. By the way, stupid play call at the end there with Stephon Diggs. Why are you passing when we're running the ball great at that time? Right? You're chewing the clock. We're getting positive yards, and you throw to Stephon Diggs, which could have caused a concussion. Right? There's no reason. What are you doing? Once again, now is that on Allen? Did Allen audible out and make that choice, or was that a play call? I'm guessing Dable called that. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Gabe Davis, he had some good catches today. He had that really nice catch on the side. 3 receptions, 40 yards. Cole Beasley, 2 catches, 22 yards, so he was not involved. Isaiah McKenzie, nothing. One catch for 6 yards. That's it. He was not a part of this offense. By the way, we did not use him in the first half either. No jet sweeps, no motions. Just let Josh Allen go in a shotgun and pass. You see what I mean? Like, once again, why is McKenzie not involved? I don't get it. Fumbles, as you guys know, Marquez Stevenson. Bud, you cannot put the ball on the turf. That's your job. You got to hold the ball, man. If not, you're going to find yourself on the bench. I was very shocked that McDermott put Marquez back out in the field. I didn't quite mind it because he's going to have to learn sometimes, guys, eventually, right? He's going to have to. Everybody makes a mistake, right? Like, you can't just bench him after one mistake. So I kind of agree with it, but I was kind of surprised that he didn't put Hyde back there. I think I did see Hyde on one play, but Marquez pretty much was in there after that fumble. So, it's good to see that McDermott has a little faith in him. But, Bud, you do another one of those, you will not be returning kicks here, in the future. I can promise you that. Thomas, if this is a Super Bowl team, we can't allow this stuff to happen. I agree. You can't. I 100% agree. But listen, not every game is played in this kind of crappy environment with the snow and the wind and wet ball. I'm not saying it's, I'm not giving him an excuse or pass by. I'm just saying not every game is going to be like this. He's been okay. He's been, for a rookie, he's got to remember, he's only played 3 games. This is his 3rd game now, I believe, starting. So it's not like he's, 2nd year in the league or he's played the whole year. So he's going to go through these hiccups, man. It's just the way it is, man. And luckily it didn't really cost us the game. It didn't. Okay. So at the end of the day, let's just say, hey, bud, don't let it happen again. We're cool. We won. Move on. We got practice all week. We're going to be punching the ball like crazy. And we want to see if you can hold that rock. That's it, man. That's all. But I think he'll be all right. I like Marquez. I do, man. I liked him coming out of college. I thought for a 6th-round pick, you guys expect a lot for some of these players and guys. He's a 6th-round pick. I'm just saying. It wasn't like a 1st-round pick, 2nd-round pick, 3rd-round pick, a 6th-round pick. So give him some, give him a little break is what I'm saying. 6th-round pick, man. It's not like we, like I said, it's not like we traded up to get him or anything crazy. 6th-round pick. I mean, come on now. Let's see what he could do. It's very early. There's guys that make these mistakes are 1st-round picks. I'm just saying. Let's see here. Am I missing anything? I'm sorry if I am. Hey, guys, by the way, cheers and Happy New Year's. For anyone that I haven't talked to yesterday, Happy New Year's, Happy 2022. Hopefully this year is better than 2021 because 2021 was a fucking nightmare, right? Like with all this COVID crap and work and just social media people going nuts, and my God, like it's just been a disaster. Let's get on the defense though. So total sacks we had was 3, which I really felt like we should have had more. Matt Ryan's super slow, man. I thought we were going to get at for Matt Ryan like a mo, but Matt Ryan is crafty. I got to give him that. They did a lot of screen passes to basically when we were blitzing. They were doing a lot of screen passes, a lot of short passes just to get the ball quick out of his hand. So kudos to the Falcons for adjusting to the blitz because we were bringing it. It's just that I think eventually we had to kind of lighten that up because they were sniffing it out, to be honest with you. And Matt Ryan should. He's a veteran. He's been around. He's been to the Super Bowl. The guy's seen it all, right? But I thought overall, man, our defense did fine. I don't think we gave up anything in the whole second half. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yeah, gave up 0. Now, we did give up a touchdown. However, my God, like it worked in our favor, guys. Let's be real here. They score there. I'm thinking, fuck, he's in for sure. Then he does the taunting thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is good because they're gonna bring the ball back probably on the kick on the extra point, and maybe they miss it, right? Now they're down 8, right? Instead of being down 7. But he slid too early, so he gave himself up at the 1 by mistake. And then you have to add in the 15-yard taunting penalty, which, by the way, I hate. But whatever, it is what it is. Then they get back 15 yards, and then they just couldn't get in. They couldn't get in. And that was the ball game right there. So it just worked out in our favor. But I thought that drive, the defense was miserable. Miserable. I thought the defense gave up too many good runs today on their running backs who, like, I'm like, who the hell's that guy? Like, they got to tighten up, man. They got to tighten up on that run defense. It's still very shaky. And I'm not saying they killed us on the run, but boy, they had some chunk yards, man, on guys I never heard of in my life. Mike Davis, I mean, he's okay. He's been around a little bit. Let's see what he had. He had 8 carries for 42 yards, 5.3 average, and a touchdown. He had a longer 13. Cordell Patterson had a longer 13 as well, 9 carries, 28 yards. Matt Ryan, if you guys want to know his stats, he was 13 to 23, 197, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He did have a fumble. So, the Bills did get a turnover, which was good. But other than that, I don't think we had anything else as far as, I think we only had that 1 turnover. Let me see here, guys. I could be wrong. Yeah, 1 turnover to our 3s. Like, we cannot turn the ball over. So Josh Allen, 3 interceptions. That's not like him. I'll be honest with you guys. He's had a pretty good year not turning the ball over. He had 12 interceptions coming into the game. Now he's 15. Like, yikes. Like, I did not expect him to. I expect 1. The 1 was a tip pass. I'm like, okay. It happens. But my God, 3 possessions in a row. Like, we haven't had that happen, I think they said, since 2001, which is nuts. Like, man. Let's see here. I'm sorry if I'm missing some of your. Okay. Okay. I'm critical because I want Super Bowl. But week in and week out, Bills are proving that 2021 is not the year. Hope and Bean can upgrade a few positions. Yeah. So listen, you never know, man. Teams get hot in the playoffs, man. You know what's funny though? Let's be real here. Thomas. Let's go on. I just want to prove a point. As far as, like, it's just not us, man. Like, I think the NFL this year in general is a weird year for football, man. There's a lot of upsets. There's a lot of things going on that you wouldn't think would happen, right? Like, teams wouldn't be losing to a certain team. Tampa Bay got into a dogfight with the Jets. Come on, who thought that was going to happen, right? They lost to the Saints, 2 weeks ago, 9-0. The game right after they beat us, they lose 9-0. So today, let's take a look at some of the scores just so we have them here. The Bears crushed the Giants, which we know. Bengals beat the Chiefs. Now, yeah, that was, but I picked the Chiefs to win. I thought the Chiefs were coming in hot. The Bengals are a good team, but I still thought the Chiefs could win, and they lost. It's not such much of an upset, though. Raiders beat the Colts. I figure the Colts are a better team than the Raiders, in my opinion. I don't think the Raiders are that good. Patriots handled their business 50-10, which that's what we should have done. Let's see here. Buccaneers, like I said, barely beat the Jets 28-24. Rams beat the Ravens 20-19 with a backup quarterback. So they barely won. But mind you, they picking the Rams to go to the Super Bowl early before the season started. So come on, man. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This happens. Hasn't been a perfect year by nobody. No team. I think every team's kind of had their ups and downs, except for maybe the Packers, which right now, if I were to pick, I would say, just like I picked in the beginning, I had the Bills and the Packers going to the Super Bowl. That was my pick, and I'm going to stand by that because I picked it early on, man. Thomas, we have such a soft schedule. Yeah, but it's NFL, man. Anything can happen, and it's funny. Okay, I get what you're saying, but check it out. Let's go through the soft schedule that you're saying is soft. Let's be real here, right? Okay, soft schedule. We played against the Steelers. Week 1. That was a tough game. Let's be real. Steelers have a good defense. We lost 23-16. We should have won that game, but okay. I don't think Steelers are a pushover. That's not a soft team. Okay. The Dolphins, we blanked 35-0. They've proven they're not that bad of a team as you think, though they look bad today. We beat Washington 43-21. Washington is not that bad. They have some good victories over some good teams. I think they beat Tampa. Texans, we blanked them 40-0. Okay, Texans are terrible. Fine. We beat the Chiefs 38-20 in Kansas City. Come on now, is that a soft schedule? They're not really, because they were what? Because they were playing bad at the time. They still had the same team they have now. No difference. It's not like they were missing Patrick Mahomes. Just saying. Bills lost to the Titans 34-31. A game we should have won, guys. Fine, we lost. Okay, is that an easy team? No, man. They had, matter of fact, they had their full, complete roster when we played them. Everybody was healthy. Everybody. So, come on now. Then we beat the Dolphins 26-11. They're not a pushover. We lost to the Jags. Terrible. What the fuck was that? Okay, I agree. Killed the Jets. By the way, they hung in with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today. Just saying. We beat them 45-17. We get smoked by the Colts. Yep, bad, terrible. We killed the Saints 31-6. Well, the Saints beat the Buccaneers 9-0. Just saying. Patriots, we lose 14-10. Should have won. Dable, bad play calling once again. Fine. Okay, we lost. Buccaneers 33-27. Okay, I'll take it, but that's a good team. Panthers, they have a good defense, right? No offense. We did our job. 31-14. That's a decent team. Let's be real. Then we spanked the Patriots in New England. They're a good team. Look what they did today. Look what they've been doing all year. We beat them 33-21. Today, the Falcons, they're not as bad as you think. They were winning some games. They had 7 wins. I don't know how, but we still won 29-15. So my point is, man, listen, a lot of those teams that we beat, they beat some good teams along their way, along their journey in the NFL. So it can happen. It's any given Sunday. That's why they say that, right? Any given Sunday, anything can happen. And you know what? The proof is when the Jaguars beat us, right? That's all the proof you need to know, right? Any given Sunday, because I swear to God, we could play them again. We will smoke them. But it just, that game, that day, we did not bring it. And the Jags brung it. And unfortunately, we got our asses handed to us. And that's it. Thomas, Pats was the best game of the year, in my opinion. It was the most, I will say this, Thomas. That Pats game that we played last week was the most complete team win that I saw from this team. No doubt about it. I'm talking complete. And I mean from coaching to offense to defense to special teams. Complete victory. I got to give them that. 100%. But this game today, though, was exactly how I thought it would go. I thought it would be a little sloppy, but I didn't think Brian Dable would go pass heavy right away. I didn't think he'd have Josh Allen throw 20 times in the first half. I'll be dead honest. I did predict Devin Singletary would have over 100 yards and a touchdown. I was right. Actually, he had 2 touchdowns. So, guys, we got to get Motor more involved, man. I don't get why Bills Mafia hates on him so bad. He doesn't really get many opportunities, right? And when he does, he averages pretty good. I think he's averaging almost 5 yards a carry this season. That's not bad when he's given the opportunity. And as you guys see, the last I would say the second half of the Tampa game, we used him. The Panthers game, the Patriots game, and now this game. So let's say 3.5 games, and he's produced. He's produced every time. So let's start getting Motor more involved. And I want to see McKenzie more involved as well. And that doesn't necessarily mean he needs to have the ball, but have him in the backfield, doing some jet sweeps, like I said, getting him in motion. Stuff like that, man. Get Gabe Davis more involved. Emmanuel Sanders, of course, was hurt today. I didn't mind the lineup, by the way. Ryan Bates did get hurt at the end, but I heard he walked off on his own. So, by the way, guys, that's a good thing. We'll have to monitor that. Diggs did get banged up, but he was fine. He came in, I think, the next play. So, knock on wood, everybody came out of that game healthy, guys. So, that's good. This O-line from by the way, the O-line today, I thought they did their job. What do you guys think about the O-line today? I thought the O-line, the pass blocking, I'm going to say if I had to grade the O-line pass, I would say I'm going to give them a B-. A B-. I think that's fair. I think they did good pass blocking. They didn't really give up too many pressures for Allen. I thought the run blocking is still pretty bad, but in that middle third quarter to fourth quarter, I thought the run blocking was much better. I thought they played with some heart, some fight. I like Ryan Bates at left guard, man. I really do. I think Ryan Bates is the key. I'll be honest with you guys. When Ryan Bates came in, things changed. It did. It put Spencer Brown back at his right position at right tackle. Darrell Williams back at his right position at right guard. Mitch Morse is playing very good. I got to give him credit this year. He hasn't gotten hurt, knock on wood, right? Deion Dawkins actually had a good game today. It seems like the offensive line is starting to come around to where they were last year as far as pass blocking. The run blocking, however, needs to get better. It just does. Let's see here. Phil coming in. Hey, Phil, welcome to the show, brothers. First time seeing you. C+, hard to give them better. We didn't throw a touchdown. Run line was great. Yeah. So, but the touchdown wasn't really on the offensive line, right? So I'm not going to blame the offensive line because Josh Allen threw 3 interceptions. You get what I'm saying? Like that's on Josh Allen, right? I'm just saying. And that's also on play calling. So let's be real here, Phil. Brian Dable should have never called 20 pass attempts in the first half of that football game. He should have got Motor more involved early on because if you saw how that game went, Josh was feeling he was in a groove early, but once Atlanta figured out that we weren't going to run, they weren't going to respect any kind of play action, anything. They were just going to blitz and put pressure on Allen, and that's when Allen started throwing some bad passes. He was trying to force feed the ball, or the ball was getting tipped because the D-line was coming after him. And a lot of those passes that were intercepted, I think 2 of them were tipped, right? The one right before the half was that wasn't even on Allen. I think that was on Cole Beasley who stopped the route. So I don't know if that's on the offensive line, right? They kept Allen for the most part pretty clean, and they actually got Allen a lot of running yards as well, right? So I'm not going to hate on it. C+, that's not terrible either. I keep saying this offensive line, in my opinion, is an average to good offensive line. They're like right there when they're healthy. And if they can play average, I can work with that this year, right? We got to improve though. But No, man, those interceptions, no touchdown, no passing touchdowns. That's not on the offensive line. That's on Josh Allen. That's on the play calling. You cannot, once again, you cannot go pass heavy in a terrible, windy, snowy game where wide receivers are going to drop passes, right? I'm just saying, like, look how the game went in sequence. First quarter, fine. We passed a little bit. Atlanta's like, all right. And once they adjusted, Brian Daboll never adjusted until when? The third quarter, after the third interception by Josh Allen. That's when Daboll, on the very next possession, right, when we forced Atlanta to punt it, started getting motor more involved, started running the ball more. That's when you saw the offense start to click more, the offensive line start to hold up a little more. That's on Daboll for not mixing it up, right? He kind of was forcing Allen to, like, throw. I don't get it, but that's what it was. I'll give the line a great score for the run line. They had the best performance of the year. No digging them. No. I mean, I understand, but the interceptions are not their fault. They're just not. And by the way, I don't get why our defensive line don't get as many swatted passes like as other teams do against us. Like, we just do not swat passes very good. Like, put your damn hands up. Like, other teams do it against us nonstop, man. I think Josh Allen, I got to check it again, but last I checked, Josh Allen led the league in swatted passes. Not good. But I don't see, very rarely do we do that. We don't swap many passes. And by the way, I love Jerry Hughes, but my God, he goes around that corner at such a wide angle. He'll never get to the quarterback. What are you doing? You guys got to watch. Listen, if you guys rewatch the film, rewatch this game. If you guys are bored, you will see Jerry Hughes' angle. My God, does he go way outside and he's not even close to the quarterback? Never. He's so far behind the quarterback because he's taking such a long, wide angle. It's like, I don't understand it. I really don't get what Jerry's doing there. And I love Jerry, but my God, bro. Falcons DB A+. Well, what's going on here? We got let's see here. Thomas, I haven't seen Allen be able to stand in pocket for seconds all year until today. That's not true. Thomas, the Patriots game, he was in that pocket chilling. He had time. That, I would say, last week when we were just talking about this, remember the overall, I think last week versus the Patriots was our best overall performance by every position, including the coaches, all year long. I thought the offensive line did a phenomenal job last week. It was the first game all season where I saw Josh Allen be able to look and read his options without having to scramble out of the pocket. So I would say last week, the offensive line was the best I've seen. This week, this game, I thought they weren't bad, but they were not nearly as good as they were last week, in my opinion. I thought the run blocking, however, was better this week. I will say that. The run blocking, so to Phil said it, the run blocking was pretty good today. I thought they even got better as the game went on. I love the flat-footed Allen. Then he bounces and fires a strike. Yeah, bro. Listen, Josh Allen, he is a dog, man. He's a tough son of a bitch to take down, but I gotta say, he has to relax a little bit on the runs because it's not going to last long, guys. Like, if that keeps up what he's doing in time, it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him a season or a lot of games. He's had 2 injuries to his arm, one in college, one in the NFL, his rookie year, which kept him out, I think, 4 games. His college year, he missed the whole season. So it's not like he's, indestructible. He can be hurt. He has to learn also how to slide better. I love his toughness. Don't get me wrong, but do we want a quarterback a couple seasons or do we want one here for 10? You get what I'm saying, guys? Like, I really truly believe in time, once we start getting a better offensive line and running backs, the play calling for Josh Allen as far as running will start to diminish. Like, they'll start pulling it back a little bit. I don't think you're going to see a lot of those play calls, especially the ones up the middle. I hate those play calls with Josh Allen quarterback draws. I can't stand them. He doesn't get many positive yards anyways, and he gets lit up every time. Our offensive line is just not that good up the middle as it is. So they got to stop that, man. Yeah, man. Run, Allen, run. Hey, man, but listen, for now, listen, the truth is the truth. For now, we need him to run. I know I just counter what I just said, but I'm saying for now, this season, I don't mind it. But I'm moving forward in seasons to come. They have to build an offensive line and get a running back in here. And I like Motor, guys. I'm not saying I don't like Motor. I've been preaching Motor's name for the past 3 seasons. But he's a nice complimentary running back, but he's not a stud running back. He's just not. And I believe we need one in time. You have to. You cannot keep this thing going with Allen where Allen is the primary running back. It just can't. He's going to get hurt in time, and then we're all going to go, oh, man, stop running Allen. It's going to be too late. He's going to get the Cam Newton thing eventually. We don't want him to become Cam Newton, right? Are we on the same page here? I don't. Because better win your Super Bowl quick. That's all I'm saying. I agree. He needs to be smarter. But this can only happen with youth. He is a good pocket passer. He is already learning. Yeah. He's much more calm in the pocket. Phil, you're 100% right. Look back at his 2018 season, even 2019. He was very happy feet in the pocket. He wanted to get out quick. He did not want to wait around in the pocket. And that's not how it works in the NFL, bud. You got to step up. You got to learn how to step up in the pocket. Be a little bit more patient. And he's learning that. I would say 2020, you started to see Josh Allen pocket presence get a lot better, where he was stepping up in the pocket instead of constantly just moving, being happy feet, which was good. But the problem with this season, though, Phil, is our offensive line's pass blocking, for the most part, has been bad. And what's happening is the line's collapsing, and he can't step up in the pocket because the line is collapsing on him. That's why he hasn't been that good in the pocket this season, as he should. And that's not really on him. That's kind of more on the offensive line. So I kind of feel like that's why he's a little bit more run happy this season. And that's why you see his rushing yards are more than last season's, because he has to get out of harm's way. But as we build this offensive line for him, you'll see him more in the pocket for sure. For sure. And I believe those runs will eventually die down. You won't see as many design runs for Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen running when he wants to run, meaning when the play breaks down and he sees an opportunity. I don't mind that. I think those are way better when they're not scripted. When, Allen's like, okay, there's nothing there. I don't, my reads are gone. I'm just going to take off. I see a hole. Fine. Those I don't mind. I don't mind. It's the ones that are scripted over and over and over, where it's just like, all right, you got to stop, Dable. Like you got to really slow down. And and also too, when we get a better running back in the future, Allen will trust that running back a little bit more on RPOs. Because right now, Allen keeps 90% of the RPOs. He very rarely gives up the ball on an RPO. So, that has to change as well, because defenses eventually are just going to set on Allen, and it's not going to go good. Phil, yes, that's why I gave him a C plus. I mean, mean teacher, been bad all year. Yeah. Let's see here. Phil came on to give you a super chat. You don't have that option. I appreciate your take on that game. Glad to watch the show. Keep up the good work. Hey, Phil, I appreciate you. I don't have a super chat yet. I got monetized, but unfortunately, YouTube is super picky, and I have to reapply in 30 days because I guess, I don't know. They weren't too happy with something, apparently, but I have everything that they want. I got the subscribers, I got the hours and all that crap, but I guess they didn't like something, so I have to reapply in 30 days. So because of that, I cannot do super chats, but I answer everybody questions anyways, regardless if there's a super chat or not. Even if I had that option, I would still answer everybody. So Phil, subscribe, hit that like button. That's the best thing you can do for me right now. And tell people. I really do appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, there's so many great Buffalo Bills content guys out there, man. And for you guys to give me the opportunity, I really appreciate that. Let's see here. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. I apologize. Eric V, point is we won. We got to do what we have to do. Dable finally said fuck it and ran the ball. Eric, 100%, right? I mean, you guys telling me when you're not watching that game, you're not saying what the fuck is going on here? Like, why are they not running the ball like in the first half at all? Like, I wish I could find out the workload, the difference between the first half and the second half of Modric, how many carries he had. I don't think I can. I'll have to pull that up on Thursday's chat because it's a huge difference, guys. Trust me. I promise you, because he ran for 23 times. I think he had I want to say 6 carries in the first half, 7 maybe. I mean, don't quote me on that. I'll have to double check, but it wasn't many guys in the first half. They just kept throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. Hey, Nathan, I appreciate it, man. You guys are the best coming on here, man. Oh, Dan Mitchell. Yeah, man. Dan's cool, man. You know, Dan's kind of like me, throws the F-bombs around. I know he's gotten a little better with that, but I don't give a fuck. I curse too all the time. But yo, Dan's cool, man. Dan's been around a minute. By the way, Phil, I'm on hashtag sports on Fridays at 7:30. So I don't know if you watch hashtag, but I am on their channel on Fridays at 7:30 tailgate talk on hashtag sports. So I'm a co-host, but you know, they wanted me to go on there and I wanted to be part of that show on Fridays, and they were nice enough to have me on there. So shout out to hashtag sports for having me on Friday nights. And yeah, that's another thing. If you want to check it out, Phil, hashtag sports. I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but they've been around a long time as well. And they go on Dan Mitchell, and Dan Mitchell goes on their show as well from time to time. So if you ever get bored again, check out that Friday show as well. No guest, Thomas. I was going to have Mike, but Mike is on hashtag. They're probably doing a live thing right now. So no guest, man. Thursday night, I'll try to see if I can get a guest on Thursday night uncensored. And then Friday, you guys know where I'm at, hashtag. And then Saturday, you guys know the lineup, right? I should have Trevor and Juan both back. And by the way, guys, Curtis, I'm trying to get, Curtis from Ace Per Head. If you guys don't know him, he's very good. He's a Dolphin fan, but he does a lot of Buffalo Bills content, and he does a very good job. He's a good guy because I consider him a good friend. And I'm trying to do something with him in the future where we will have the AFC East Shakedown on Ace Per Head 1 week, and then we'll have it on my show the next week, and then we'll have it on Sports Dynasty the next week, and then Captain D. So I'm trying to really just mix this up and have some fun with it. And just bring some different kind of people in here to entertain you guys and give you a different perspective of things. Yeah, rated Rico. Well, Phil, me Me and Rico. See, if I was on my Thursday night uncensored, Phil, I'd be talking about rated Rico, but I'm not gonna go there with him. They are the top dogs right now of the Buffalo Bills content guys. I will give them that credit. But yeah, I guess I don't have the what's it say? If you don't have any nice words, don't say any at all. So I'll keep it at that, but I will give them the credit. They what they built over there is unreal, and kudos to them, for what they're building over there, and that's awesome to see. I give credit to, honestly, every Buffalo Bills content creator. It is not easy to come on here and just talk, especially when you're doing it by yourself. It's even harder. But thank God I got guys like you in the chat that I can kind of talk back and forth to. So, I'll have to buy some tequila. Hey, enjoy that tequila. And go Bills, brother. I appreciate you once again hopping on, bro. Let's see here. Let's see if I miss anybody else, man. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm missing anybody, man. I'm going to scroll up real quick, see if I'm missing anybody. Oh, look at Thomas. Okay. Hey, I gave it away, man. You damn it. They're family, man. I don't listen. They're family, brother. You want to go there? I don't blame you. I'm about to get off anyways. I've been on 55 minutes and I'm just rambling on now about, other people's content. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna let's see here. I'm gonna scroll up here, see if I miss any of your questions before I bounce out. Let's see here. Dallas Holland. Our passing game always looks like listen, man, I am listen, guys, I've been drinking. Like, no joke, right? Like, for real. Our passing game always looks like everything is difficult or hard compared to other teams. I know the weather was garbage, but we got the big arm for the exact reason. I don't know. Listen, today was not Josh Allen's day, right? Just wasn't his day. Every quarterback, Dallas, has their bad games. They all do, bro. I can go back to the Tom Brady, for this season. Just a prime example. And I can go back to some of his against the Saints. He had a bad game. There's a couple games he had bad games. Aaron Rodgers has a bad game. They all do, right? All the good quarterbacks. No one's perfect, man. You know what I mean? They're all going to have some bad games, and I get what you're saying about sometimes it just doesn't look easy for us. But really, let's be real here. Our offense is top 5, man. I believe. Let's see. Now, obviously, now I have to get the updated stats by Tuesday, but let's see. I'm just curious because I'm pretty sure we're in the top 10 at least on offense on that category. Could be wrong. Hey, I could be wrong. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 7th in the league in offense. So I mean, how bad are we really playing on offense? You get what I'm saying, guys? Defense, we're number 1. I mean, we have a well-rounded team. If you really, really want to dive deep into what this team is about, we got the number 1 defense. We got the number 7 ranked offense. Guys, it's not. Listen, sometimes we expect as fans, and I get it. I guess. I mean, but sometimes we expect a little bit too much. We expect perfection, right? And come on, guys, you're telling me at your normal job, whatever you guys do for a living, you don't make a mistake, never, ever, or just in life in general, right? In general, and anything you do, even if you're really good at it, you've never had a day where it wasn't your day. Listen, guys, I'm a great driver, and sometimes, man, I'll be like, damn, I'm driving shitty today for some odd reason. Like, today's is not a good day for me to drive, and I better get home. Like, I've had those days. I don't know why, but, like, I'm just saying, we all make mistakes, and sometimes as fans, we don't want to hear it. Like, it's just like, no excuses, perfection. We want perfection. And it's like, doesn't work that way. Right? Like, so the main thing to take from this game, guys, is guess what? We got a W, and guess what? We are in the playoffs, right? And that is what? 2019, 2020, 2021. 3 straight years. 3 straight years. And for McDermott, it's 4 out of 5. He got us in 2017, 2019, 2020, 2021. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 years. And before McDermott got here, we didn't make the playoffs in 17 seasons. So what are we really complaining about? Like, what are we complaining about? You get what I'm saying, guys? That's where the whole Debbie Downer thing came up when I talked to you guys after the Tampa game. I said, chill out, relax, calm down. Take something from each game. I was more pissed at the Jaguar game. It was unacceptable. Come on. Can't lose to bad teams. I was more pissed at the Colts loss because we showed no heart, no fight. We just laid down at home and looked like bums. From the coaching staff to the defense, to the offense, special teams, we look like straight bums. Like, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to trash you because you didn't even try. You didn't fight. You didn't show me nothing. That I'll trash you about. But the Tampa game, I couldn't because they showed heart and fight. And even though they lost, I took something from that game as a positive. And I think the team did too. And it's showing on the football field. And I don't give a fuck if we win these sloppy games all the way up to the Super Bowl. As long as we get there and as long as we win, I'll take it for what it is. You know why? Because we can correct all that shit in the offseason. We can start building a better offensive line. We can start building a better defensive line. But right now, this is the team we got, guys. So stick with it, right? Have some faith. See the bright side of things. We just got into the playoffs. What are we complaining about? Like, really? We're nitpicking here? And like I said, I it's okay to say, hey, I didn't like this. I don't like this, but blah, blah, blah. Thank God we got in the. That's cool because that's what I'm on here for. I didn't like Dable's play calling first half. He adjusted, though. I got to give him credit, right? So that's why I'm not going to totally sit here and just bash on Dable. Why? Because he adjusted during the game. If he didn't adjust in that game and we lost to the fucking sorry-ass Falcons, I'd be on here saying Dable needs to go. Fire his fuck ass. It's ridiculous that he lives in Buffalo, knows Buffalo, and continues to throw Josh Allen throw 50 times. It's ridiculous. But he didn't. He adjusted. And I got to give him credit for that. And I got to give our offensive line credit for stepping up the last 2-3 weeks, right? For the defense finally, doing their job as well against the run, right? For the most part. So let's start giving a little bit more credit than only negative, right? Because, guys, like I said, man, I've been a fan since 89. It was great for a while, right? I mean, except for the Super Bowls, but it was still fun. And then it went down fucking hill, and it stayed downhill. And I couldn't even breathe. I was so down fucking hill because all the garbage and all the shit that the Buffalo Bills organization was throwing on me, right? I barely got out of that shit. And I finally got out, thank God. Brandon Beane came with a fucking, a fucking rope and helped me up, right? And pulled all of Bills Mafia out of that shithole, right? And now where we're at. So we can't complain, guys, because you remember that fucking deep-ass shitty hole that we were in? You guys remember that, right? You want to be back in that fucking hole? I don't ever want to see that fucking hole again. I want to be up above watching my team in the playoffs. So that's my outro, guys. That's it. That's what I got for you. So I hope you guys could take that with a grain of salt and that's that. Let's handle our business next week against the Jets. Let's finish this season, right? Because why? You see that right over there? AFC East belt, right? Let's wrap that up, right? Back to back. Also, when's the last time we won the AFC East, right? Back to back, guys. Think about it. Since the fucking, 90s? Right? Super Bowl years? Huh? Guys, come on now. Come on. That's all I'm saying. All right, man. Hey, guys, once again, I appreciate you, everybody, for hopping on. Thomas, Nathan, Jack, I appreciate you, brother. Let me see here. You know, I always give you guys shout outs. Phil was new, guys. I appreciate Phil coming on, man. I always like new people. I'm trying, man. Hey, guys, spread the word on my channel, please, man. Dallas, I appreciate you as well. And if anybody else that I forgot, I appreciate, Eric V, and just everybody. And anyone who's watching this later on, I appreciate you too, man. So, hey, Bills Mafia #1, I am out of this bitch. Go Buffalo. Peace.
God bless America and God bless Ric Flair. Go for it. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! 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 I've lost it. I've lost reality. And when I lose reality, somebody else pays the price of a lifetime. Woo! 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 Woo, 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 woo. Kid stealing, woo, wheeling, dealing, woo, woo. All man, Ric Flair. Woo, 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 woo. Oh man, I'm on fire.